think we're started already. Let me get this freaking thing on the road here.
Shout out Bruce Gas, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track for my boy.
Hey, Blake, where you at?
Yeah, I've been here rapping boys out here telling favors. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gas putting them fights on the table. Calling that boxing since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. On the people's champion like Muhammad Ali. Shout out Bruce Gas, one day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, we gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, take a hit out the Toka 2. Slipping hella shots, feel like Tyson with the peak. Little Glock by my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shout out man, Chad, real shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the panel. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sandwich. Bruce passed me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like Bruce Gas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you can never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this the fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.
Here we go. We're live. Tuesday night trivia. Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. Taking you through it. Take my PM supplements that I usually do on around 7 o'clock on a Tuesday. I take most of my supplements in the morning, but I like to split them up a little bit, get that nice little even flow of the nutrients. The Osteo Biflex with the Baswala and the turmeric in there. Boom. 150 milligrams of vitamin C. Excuse me. Yeah, 1,500 milligrams. Boom, we hit the 1,000 and the 500. A little bit of flaxseed oil. And my favorite, this is Cognitive. It's silk protein, memory enhancement, so I don't lose my mind. Make sure that music is not too loud in the background. Here we go. Okay. Time to get started here. Let me see who came in the room. Green Eyes P was in here earlier. Appreciate it, man. Jose Diaz, my brother, always showing support. Comments from the Bronx, man. Appreciate you coming in here. Sliding counter. Getting ready for some trivia. I got some good questions here tonight, man. It's featherweight trivia. But before we do that, let's reflect on what we saw last weekend. It was an awesome weekend for boxing. Let me get the boys cooking too, by the way, here, man. I got the Toka 2 ready to go. What was your favorite fight of the weekend? We had a lot to choose from. And I tell you, I enjoyed a lot of boxing this weekend. It was definitely, it was very, very much appreciated. You know, starting off on Friday night, there was a fight on, I think, the pro box, but I saw the Ring was having their annual awards night on Friday, man. I tuned that in. It wasn't as good as last year's, but it was good. They got the fighter of the year, the prospect of the year, the round of the year, the knockout of the year. I mean, all those awesome achievements. And the Ring magazine, they do it up right. They were in New York City on the eve of the Shakur and Teofimo fight. Gvozdyk stopping Hot Rod. Awesome fight, man. That was Sunday night, yes. And then we saw Boachuk back in the ring. That was a killer event right there, man. A very, very close fight. Who the hell did Boachuk fight, man? Boachuk fought we had a lot of fights this weekend, man. I'll tell you, I'm cruising through here, and we had a lot of action, man. We had a lot of action. Sunday night was great, man. I gotta give Zuffa a lot of credit. They put on a nice card, and their last two cards, man. They picked Friday night and Sunday night. Butayev, yes, Butayev. And we saw Boachuk back on the winning track again, and that was a close fight, man. That was a close fight. We had Madrimov and Salazar. Madrimov, I think he left a lot on the table. I think he's damaged goods, it looked like to me. I think he's got to take some time off. He said he had asthma. He was traveling throughout the world to find a cure for asthma, going to Germany and back to America. I mean, and his face got punched in. He ended up taking Salazar with a unanimous decision. But I mean, who was Salazar? Madrimov was a former champion. He gave Bud Crawford fits. He got beat. He got beat by Virgil Ortiz, and that was a close fight. But I mean, he should have shown in this fight. This was his comeback fight. He should have erased all doubts. But what he did was he created more doubts. Jesse Hart and Cole. Cole was I think he was 14 or 7 pounds overweight at the weigh-in. Jesse Hart beyond his prime, but he put on a good fight too. But the fight that brought everyone out was Madison Square Garden. We finally got to see a long anticipated, probably the most anticipated fight this year. We saw Teofimo Lopez and we saw Shakur Stevenson. One thing I noticed about Stevenson, he's not gun shy anymore, and that makes him a dangerous opponent. And what that does, that puts him in a different class now. He's on a different level. Before he was a runner, and I saw an interview after a fight where the announcer said something to him about making the fights more exciting, and because he did get hit in that fight, and the announcer mentioned, yeah, you were on the inside a little bit, but you got hit, and he said, oh man, I don't like to get hit. It was a bad look. It was a long time. It was back in I think 2021, because I watched the fight on the same stage. Curtis Anderson was still with us, and he said to me, he goes, yeah, that's a bad look. When he just said, I don't like to get hit. But now he seems to have matured, and he's almost got that Pernell Whitaker where he get in the pocket. He doesn't throw bombs, but he hits his opponent with enough to keep him respecting him. And he's got lightning fast combinations. All his punches are on target. He was coming in with the check hooks. I mean, he was staying off the back foot, and when he did, he was coming right back to the front foot. I know Shakur, I think, is a changed person as far as the boxing goes, and man, I don't see anybody beating him, man. I see him frustrating people at long range, and he's not afraid to bite down on the gumshoe and get inside, go for a few minutes, and show his skills. Teofimo Lopez, the more I look back on his career, the more I look at the overratedness of it. He gave us some good wins, but nothing spectacular. Even when he beat Lomachenko, was his shoulder was just about falling off his body, and the Josh Taylor, that was a good win, but Josh is over the hill too. Neo Bars, my man, good to see you in here. See my brother BVO, sliding counter, wheelchair John. Yeah, man, we get a few smart people in here for a little bit of quiz tonight, man. See how we're doing. But I like to see about 10 people in here before I start it off. A lot of people say that Boz, he didn't really beat Loma, and he didn't. He failed to, like, he didn't give Cambosos a rematch. You know that fight should have. He was the champ. He should have went right back to Cambosos. He was complaining about the decision. His father's complaining about this decision, and his father. Everybody's already said it. He's got to go. He's a distraction in the corner. He was giving them absolutely no guidance when he was getting beat to the punch. His father's just going, hit him, hit the. What's the matter? You can't hit the fucking guy. No, that was not a good look at all. The buzz is starting to kick in, man. I got some jet fuel gelato that I'm hitting on right now. No, fathers don't usually make good trainers. And yeah, nobody's a Pernell Whitaker, but he showed me that tendency where Whitaker would get in the pocket and you'd think Whitaker was going to run while you were getting ready to chase him. Whap, 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 whap. Nails you with a four-punch beauty. And I just saw little similarities there where I didn't see Shakur run like he usually does, man. You know, nobody likes a runner. We saw Josh Kelly when he fought Murtazalov. I thought Murtazalov got a pretty shitty end of the stick. You know, Kelly was running. When Josh Kelly got hurt, the referee broke him up. Hey, my man, straight fighter, salute, bro. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. But Josh Kelly, he's in that money division now. He can make himself a few bucks. England loves boxing. They pay the fighters to go over there. So I mean, there should be some. This all benefits us. Zuffa Promotions, from what I'm understanding, their facilities are first rate. They're almost like Saudi. Fighters like to go to Saudi because they get treated royally. They got state-of-the-art training facilities, masseurs in there, nutritional chefs in there, strength and conditioning coaches and equipment. I mean, stuff that you pay big bucks for. I did a show not too long ago about my man Michael the Bounty Hunter. His 12-week training camp was over $100,000. I mean, what you got to pay for hotels, when you have to hire your own nutritionist, you go to a sauna, you got to pay for all that. None of that's cheap. Sparring partners, the Zaffa facilities, they've got all that stuff. The fighters are in there, pros are in there. The sparring is available. I think it's a good idea, and I think the fighters are going to agree too, man. You know, you don't have to go out and look to put together a training camp when all you have to do is check into the facility and your training camp is there. So we'll see how that goes, man. I mean, you know, boxing is cooking right now. This weekend kind of brought a little bit more confidence back to me. It was fun from Friday night to Sunday night, and we're all still talking about it. It was good stuff. We saw a featherweight champion. We saw Shushu Carrington finally. He's only, what is he, 23 years old? Somebody tell me. But anyway, he's still up and coming. He took the featherweight title, the WBC featherweight title, vacant. And man, so I said, let's go do some featherweights here, past and present. There's a lot of them. A lot of featherweight shit's been going down. Oh, he's near 30? Okay. I thought he was younger than that. Very, very exciting nonetheless. But see, once again, sliding counter. Today's 30 is really yesterday's 35. Yesterday's 20 for 22. Fighters are in such good shape. They don't fight like they used to. They don't have the wear and tear on the body. They're taking care of themselves with the proper nutrition, the right supplements. You know, the fighters are learning from other fighters' mistakes. You're looking at what happened to the talentless fighters like Adrian Broner, guys who just let their careers go. And you know, it's sometimes a bad example. Sometimes a bad example is a good example. But Shushu Carrington made me consider doing featherweights tonight. I went in my big book of Bible boxing, the Ring magazine. I found a ton of great featherweight questions. put them together in a couple of days, and let's see if you cats have got the answers here. And I was a die-hard boxing fan back in the late '70s. That was to me that was the golden era, especially in the featherweight division. And I was watching Danny Little Red Lopez. He had just won the title in '76. He was on the undercard. I think it was the Ken Norton and Dwayne Bobbitt from Madison Square Garden. And Danny Little Red Lopez was on that, taking on the guy who beat him, a guy named David Poison Cote from Guyana. And man, I saw Little Red Lopez with a right hand like Ernie Shavers. Devastating featherweight. And then I watched him when he came on ABC's My World of Sports. He was a guy who would get knocked on his ass and come back firing. And everybody loved Little Red Lopez. And then this Mexican dude by the name of Salvador Sanchez came out of nowhere, destroyed Little Red Lopez, and now he was on top of the game. And I mean, there were some awesome featherweights back then. I mean, we had the showdown, the great showdown with Gomez and Sanchez, and the rematch with Lopez. It was just too much to behold. But we'll see if any of you cats can remember some of the stuff that we had back then. Let me bring I think that's how we started. The fabulous featherweights. Let's get the countdown going, man. Get to question number one. Give you all a chance to have a drink or a bong or whatever it is that relaxes you, because we have some very, very extremely knowledgeable players in here that play this game. They don't fool around. They take it for real. And in 15 seconds, we're going to be starting it. I'm going to see if I can get myself in a quick. I can't even do it, man. We're right down the line here. 3, 2, 1. And here comes the first question. Aguilar, my brother. Salute. Who was the first featherweight boxer to win world titles in 3 weight classes? 1, was it Willie Pep? 2, was it Sandy Sadler? 3, was it Henry Armstrong? Or 4, was it Abe Attell? Remember, it's all speed and accuracy. The first guy that gets it in first place. But then again, man, you just, as long as you're getting the right answer at the end of the night, hey, Yankee Kyle, at the end of the evening, we'll see your boxing knowledge on here. Everybody got this one right, of course, man. 3-time world champion Henry Armstrong, 3 world titles simultaneously. Even more amazing. Thomas was in on that one, man. Jose Diaz, Neil Boggs, and my lovely sister from Liverpool, Green Eyed Pea. Yankee Kyle got in there a little bit late, I think, man. I'm not seeing it on there. But anyway, we'll get right to the next question. Let me and question number 2 coming right up. Yeah, we just started this bad boy. I'm already thinking it's later on. Well, next question. What's going on here? Which featherweight legend had a professional record of 222 wins and only 1 loss? Only 11 losses, man. See, this is fucking me up. This screen isn't working, and that one is. 1, Willie Pep. 2, Salvador Sanchez. 3, Vincent Saldivar. Or 4, Azuma Nelson. This featherweight legend had 229 wins and only 11 losses. The correct answer, Willie Pep. Neo Bars. Bars with the buzz. Everybody got that one right, man. Let's get to the next question. Thank you, Yankee Kyle. I appreciate that. In what year did Salvador Sanchez defeat Wilfredo Gomez by a TKO? The Battle of the Little Giants. One was it 1985, two 1983, three 1981, or four 1978? What year was the amazing featherweight title fight that people are still talking about 40 years after the fact? And this fight was on a Friday night. I remember it well. Me and my boys went to this five-star restaurant, man. 1981, and we're in there smoking cigars. We got joints in this hand, cigars in this hand. Blew the owners away because we were just crazy. We were all dope dealers and we spent a lot of money. We didn't give a fuck about tomorrow. But the correct answer is 1981. And we just blasted up on the tube and went back to this fight. It was a great, great night, man. Great, great fight. 1981, August was it the 14th or 13th or something, I believe. But anyway, it was August. Getting back to question number 4 here. Who defeated Nassim Hamad in his only professional loss? One was it Marco Antonio Barrera. 2 was it Kevin Kelly. 3 was it Juan Manuel Marquez. Or 4 was it Eric Morales. The only fighter to defeat Nassim Hamad. All right, the window's shut. And this was one of them HBO After Dark fights. Marco Antonio Barrera. I don't think anybody's gotten the wrong answer yet, man. Like I said before, this is getting harder and harder to do because I can't get questions that you cats don't know, man. And Thomas, the first man on the button that time. All right, man, we're on question number 6. Which one of these boxers did not voluntarily give up his featherweight title? You don't know what that means. It means he was beat for it. The other 3 gave their titles up. 1, are we talking Wilfredo Gomez? 2, Ernesto Marcel. 3, Azuma Nelson. Or 4, Alexis Arguello. Which one of these boxers was beaten in the ring for their featherweight championship? The other 3 weren't. The correct answer, Wilfredo Gomez. The rest of them all moved up in weight or didn't lose their title in the ring. Neo Baz. Baz knows his shit, man. All over the place. That's all right, man. That's all right. We got to make a few of them difficult. Like I told you earlier, I can't just give the easy ones, man. What nationality was the legendary featherweight Vincent Saldivar? 1, was he Puerto Rican? 2, was he Mexican? 3, was he Cuban? Or 4, was he Argentinian? George Porter Trio in the back with Chris Atkins on guitar. Awesome stuff. This was last night live at the Maple Leaf Bar down in the Latin Quarter, down in New Orleans, Louisiana. But what nationality was the legendary Vicente Saldivar? A legendary featherweight. Mexico. Sliding counter. First man on the button. Everybody got this one, though. Moving along in the first round over here. Which featherweight champion was known as the Boston Terror? 1, was it Young Corbett 2? 2, was it Terry McGovern? 3, was it Johnny Dundee? Or 4, was it Freddie Miller? The Boston Terrier. The Boston Terror. Which one was it? This one might be all over the board. Terry McGovern. Aguilera Boxing. The only one who got that one right. The Boston Terror, Terry McGovern. Moving on. Who handed Willie Pep his first defeat? Will-o'-the-Wisp, defensive master. 229 wins, 11 losses. Who handed him that first L? 1, was it Sandy Sadler? 2, Sammy Angot? 3, Jackie Wilson? Or 4, Chalky Wright? Hey, Brother Thomas, man. Always a pleasure to see you bopping in here, my man. Always a pleasure to see you around YouTube. Thomas Hill. His voice, man. If I had his voice, I'd be in radio. You got that heavy, cool voice. But who was it who gave Willie his first loss? The historians will know this one. I think they fought each other 3 or 4 times. And who was it? Sammy Angot. Sandy Sadler gave him 3 out of 4, but the correct answer, Sammy Angot. You got to go watch the movie Willie Pep. He just put out a movie a couple of years ago. You can stream it on all the channels I go to, man. Great movie about his life. Filmed in Hartford. Marlon Stalin makes a cameo in it. But anyway, Sammy Angot. No trick questions here, Thomas. How many times did Sandy Sadler defeat Willie Pep in their 4-fight series? See, I gave it away if you were listening to me. 1, did he defeat him 2 times? 3 times? 3, 1 time? Or 4 times? How many times did Sandy Sadler defeat Willie Pep in their 4-fight series? You know, and the funny thing is, when you see the polls of the featherweights, Willie Pep is rated higher than Sandy Sadler, yet he got beat. I wasn't going to say it, but the correct answer, see, this is a jazz tune called On Green Dolphin Street. 3 times. Thomas, the first man on the button. Now we're going to go to question 10, then we take a short break and look at the board. Thank you, my man. This is. I listen to this all the time on YouTube on Maple Leaf Bar down in New Orleans. They do a live show every night. Which 2-time bantamweight / featherweight champ lost his featherweight title to Alexis Arguello in 1974? 1, was it Ruben Olivares? 2, Lupe Pinto? 3, Ernesto Marcel? Or 4, Bobby Chacon? This bantamweight / featherweight champ lost his featherweight title to Alexis Arguello in 1974. Was it Rockabye Ruben? Was it Lupe, Ernesto, or the schoolboy Bobby Chacon? Ruben Olivares. If you haven't seen him, man, go and check out some of the highlights of his fights, man. You want to talk about somebody today? You can only imagine these guys today with somebody like Ruben Olivares, man. He was a killer. Oh, a little steel bar. He fought 6-7 times a year. Knocked out everybody in the division. Unbelievable fighter. But anyway, man, let us check the leaderboard here and see who's been sticking around. And Neo Boz. My main man, Boz from Bosnia. He's got himself 8 correct, man. Jose Diaz right on his heels. Aguilera Boxing right there, man. Thomas from the Bronx. Wheelchair John. Yankee Kyle. See this game, right? Slide and count the Green Eyed Peas and Thomas Hill. It's only the first round, man. If you want to test your knowledge a little bit, see what's up here, man. Let's resume the game and get to question 11. Who won the IBF featherweight title in 2006 by defeating Eric Atkin? One, was it Rocky Juarez? Two, was it Robert Guerrero? Three, was it Orlando Salido? Or four, was it Chris John? Hey, Trey, my brother. Good to see you, man. See, this is recent featherweight history. It's only, I say only 20 years ago, like it was yesterday. But that's what it seems like to me, man. 2006. I think I might have still forgot some shit from 2006 in the backseat of the car, you know? But who won the IBF featherweight title, defeating Eric Atkin? Was it Rocky Juarez? No, it was Robert Guerrero, the Ghost. Trey Titan just comes in the room, scores a power punch. Everybody got that one? As we resume the game to question number 12. Which Filipino boxer held the WBA featherweight title from 2003 to 2005? One, was it Nonito Donaire? Two, was it Manny Pacquiao? Three, was it Jerry Penalosa? Or four, was it Flasher Torre? Manny Pacquiao. Only 2 years at featherweight, but man, did he make impressions there. Trey, once again, Trey's got that strong computer, man. Who did Manny Pacquiao defeat to win the lineal featherweight title in 2003? One, was it Oscar Larios? Two, was it Marco Antonio Barrera? Three, was it Jorge Solis? Or four, was it Eric Morales? Excuse me. Clear that throat with all these bombs. Marco Antonio Barrera. Slide encounter, the first man on there. I saw Boz go shit. He knew right away. He knew right away that he fucked up. That almost means he didn't fuck up, but this game, there ain't no turning back. Once you commit, that's it. Kind of like driving. What European featherweight was nicknamed the Clone's Cyclone? One, was it Scott Harrison? Two, was it Nassim Hamad? Three, Paul Hodgson? Or four, Barry McGuigan? Who was the Clone Cyclone? Hey, my sister Suzanne from the Philippines. Thank you for stopping in. Don't forget to hit the like button. And if you want to go see a lovely lady who lays in bed and does shows all night, go see Susanna from the Philippines. Give her a sub. Which European featherweight title was nicknamed the Clone Cyclone? Everybody's going to get this one, man. And he was a little bulldog. He upset a fucking champion who was sitting there for 100 years. I can't give information as I speak because I'll give answers to the contest away. But looks like Neon Bars was right there, man. The first one on there, Barry McGuigan from Ireland. Who ended Barry McGuigan's reign as the WBA featherweight champ in 1976? One, was it Stevie Cruz? Two, was it Jeff Fennick? Three, was it Subido Pedrosa? Or four, was it Azuma Nelson? This was once again, I say that not so distant past. I feel I was riding around with reading boxing magazines, and I reading the results of this undercard here because I didn't get it live, couldn't get it live, got it later on, and I mean amazing stuff. But anyway, who ended Barry McGuigan's reign as the champion? Stevie Cruz, little Stevie Cruz. Bar's the first one on there. Which Panamanian boxer reigned as the WBA featherweight champion from 1978 to 1985? One was it Luis Rodriguez, two was it Kid Chocolate, three was it Jose Legra, or four was it Subidro Pedroza? Subidro Pedroza, a great featherweight champion. I mean, a 7-year reign, and he fought 3 times a year. It's just amazing. Amazing champion. Dirty, hit you low, hit you with elbows, but he always seemed to win. Who did Eric Morales defeat to win the WBC featherweight title in 2001? Who was watching HBO After Dark for this one? One was in Marco Antonio Barrera, two Kevin Kelly, three Gutty Espadas Jr., or four Daryl Zaragoza. I'm going to have to change my bong water when we take our next break in just a couple more questions. I ordered a strain today. So many names out there. I can't even remember the name right off the top of my head. I'm going to have to think a bit. But anyway, who did Eric Morales defeat? Gutty Espadas Jr., man. I'll tell you, you cats were a recent, the new historians in boxing will call you. You're retaining a lot of knowledge. Which Asian featherweight, super featherweight defended his title 16 times, making him the second most defenses to do so? Second only to Subidro. One was it Takashi Uchiyama, two Shinsaku Yamanaki, three Hozawa Hasegawa, or four Chris John. Which Asian featherweight, super featherweight defended his title 16 times? And this cat was always in the online publications. Chris John. Bars once again, man. Moving on to question number 19. Buzzing right through this freaking game. Who was the first South African to win a world title at featherweight? One was it Welcome Nikta. Two was it Gianni Bungu. Three was it Cassius Beloy. Or four was it Brian Mitchell. Definitely not, man. Very, very underrated. All these guys, man, all these freaking, I mean, damn, the 70s, 80s, that era was just unbelievable, man, unbelievable. That's why I got the freaking sweatshirt, man, the hoodie with all my favorites on there. The first South African was, nobody got this one, man. Finally, the computer wins one. Brian Mitchell. One more, and we take a short break. Who defeated Juan Manuel Lopez in 2011 to win the WBO featherweight belt? One was it Yuriorkis Gamboa, two was it Orlando Salido, three was it Daniel Ponce de Leon, or four was it Abner Mars, defeating Juan Manuel Lopez in 2011. You cats remember it like it was yesterday too. Which one was it, man? So many divisions, so many champions right now. We have so much. That's why we have a vast array of kind of like recent history events. Big upset balls, you know it, man. Orlando Salidos. Thomas was the first one on there. We'll pause this for a sec. We will look at the leaderboard, and I will change my bong water. Look at Neil Bars up there with 16. He's got a fast computer. He hits them fast. Jose Diaz and Aguilar. They're tied for first place with Wheelchair John just one question behind, and Yankee Kyle and Thomas. I'll be right back, man. Give me a sec. Back again. I just went through that kitchen, man. We had steak tonight. I haven't had steak in months and months, but my wife she's a hawk in that supermarket. She found these two little sirloins. They were like $6.98. So we had steak, and they weren't bad. A little on the tough side, but not bad at all. Let me get these next set of questions loaded up here. Three, two, one, let's go. Here we are. Which featherweight boxer is known as El Terremoto? One, is it Oscar Valdez? Two, is it Leo Santa Cruz? Three, is it Gary Russell Jr.? Or four, is it Abner Mars? Oh, Brian Mitchell was the second from South Africa. Oh, shit. The second featherweight? Well, you got me then, if that's the truth. I don't know. I'll have to Google it, but we'll take your word for it, Thomas. But who was known as El Terremoto? Hell of a featherweight boxer. We all remember him for getting schlepped, unfortunately. But Leo Santa Cruz. Neon bars. Getting in there before everybody else. Next question. Who beat Gary Russell Jr. to claim the WBC featherweight title in 2022? One, was it Ray Vargas? Two, Mauricio Lara? Three, Mark Magsayo? Or four, Josh Warrington? And this was Gary Russell Jr. was a one-arm fighter in there. Tough, close fight, but one of those where you just can't argue with it. Two guys fight, one man's got to lose, one man's got to win. But who was it who beat Gary Russell Jr. to claim his WBC featherweight title one of the rare defenses of it too, man. He's another fighter, man. He sat on the shelf. He had to wait for them paydays, man. Those PBC paydays. Thomas was the first one on that one. Mark Magseo. Moving on. In the second round, which Mexican featherweight knocked out Josh Warrington in 2001? One, was it Oscar Valdez? 2, Mauricio Lara? 3, Leo Santa Cruz? Or 4, Emmanuel Navarrete?
$1 million to call my own.
The correct answer on this one, Mauricio Lara. Everybody got this one right. Aguilar Boxing, number 1 on the button. Who holds the record for most consecutive featherweight title defenses? 1, is it Willie Pep? 2, is it Salvador Sanchez? 3, is it Eusebio Pedrosa? Or 4, is it Chris John? The most consecutive. I'm sure you guys have heard the word consecutive before. When the judge say, is that consecutive or is that concurrent? But who was the featherweight champ? The legendary, most consecutive title defenses, was like a mini Joe Louis. But man, did he throw those wide punches, those low blows. He got away with it, man. Eusebio Pedrosa. My man Boz, first one on the button. Which boxer famously claimed he could and did win rounds without throwing punches? 1, was it Willie Pep? 2, Sandy Sadler? 3, Kid Chocolate? Or 4, Henry Armstrong? Yeah, look. See, I can't even speak on the fighter because I'll give the answer away, but I think everybody kind of got this one anyway. But man, if you haven't seen that movie, go see it, man. See it in your living room. It's probably not on YouTube, but there's so many different channels you can go watch it for free. The correct answer, of course, Willie Pep. Greatest defensive fighter of all time. Everybody got that one. Who was the last man to defeat Salvador Sanchez before his death? 1, was it Wilfredo Gomez? 2, was it Ruben Castillo? 3, was it no one? Or 4, was it Danny Lopez? No one. We knew that was an easy one. Nick Ball defends his WBA featherweight title this Saturday against what former champion? 1, is it Sam Goodman? 2, is it Louis Neri? 3, is it Brandon Figueroa? Or 4, is it Angelo Leo? Current boxing question. So you got to know Willie Pep, and you got to know what's going on freaking the Zone this weekend. Nick Ball's a little fire plug too. He would have been fun to watch back in the day, but somebody like Salvador Sanchez, cut him to ribbons. But anyway, Brandon Figueroa, we're going to see Brandon go over to England in the afternoon, try to win a title. Everybody got that one. Sliding counter, the first man on the button. Which featherweight fighter was called the Toy Bulldog? 1 was it Tommy Paul, 2 was it Mickey Walker, 3 was it Johnny Dundee, or 4 was it Battling Battlino? Battling Battlino. What a fucking name that is for a fighter, huh? But which featherweight fighter was called the Toy Bulldog? Tommy Paul, Mickey Walker, Johnny Dundee, Battling Battlino. With a name like Battling Battlino, you wouldn't even need a fucking nickname. Hey, Poppy Way. Hey. Mardi Gras is coming up pretty soon, right? Sliding counter, Mickey Walker, the Toy Bulldog. 100% on that one, too. Can't pull nothing over you guys' head over here, man. Let's see what the next question is. Who was the opponent when Alexis Aguayo won the WBA featherweight title in 1974? 1, Ruben Alvarez, 2, Lionel Hernandez, 3, Jose Torres, or 4, Arturo Leon? See, the first guy who gets it, that's the only fair way to do it, man. Otherwise, you could just look at whoever puts a number in there, and if you think he's a wise one, but nobody in here copies. We know that. Who was the opponent when Alexis Aguayo won his WBA featherweight title? Ruben Alvarez. I think I might have given that one away earlier, but sometimes I forget when I come back, like the next day and doing the quiz. But let's get to question number 30, the end of the 4th round, and then we'll get into the freaking scores over here. Who did Henry Armstrong defeat to win the featherweight title? 1 was it Petey Sarone, 2 was it Lou Feldman, 3 was it Johnny Ryan, or 4 was it Baby Azamente? Who did Henry Armstrong defeat to win the featherweight title? And it's funny because some of the historians will argue on this one, but Baby Azamonte was the California heavyweight champion. And back in the day, some considered the California state heavyweight title to be a world title. And Armstrong did beat Azamonte before he beat the NBA world heavyweight champion, Petey Sarone. But didn't fool anybody on there. Let's pause this game and look at the scoreboard. Thomas was the first one on the button that time. Let's display the leaderboard here, man. Neo Buzz, man. Neo Buzz is like fast computer, but I don't know how they do that. I think that's by question. I don't know if they do it by player. I'm gonna have to ask this freaking programming here and find out how they determine their winner. But the top players, we got ties. We got 3-way ties here. We got a 3-way tie for first place with Boz, Jose, and Aguilar boxing. So this is a Boz sits on top of the hill, but why? I don't understand if it's because you got more first answers, or I don't know why. Maybe I'll have to find out. Like I said, Boz. But anyway, man, Wheelchair John, Thomas only one or two behind. Sliding counter, Yankee Kyle. Trey Titan came in a little bit late, but anyway, man, let's resume this game. Let's get to round number 4. The 4th round, here we are. Who defeated Carl Frampton to regain the WBA featherweight title in 2017? 1 was it Shakur Stevenson, 2 was it Oscar Valdez, 3 was it Leo Santa Cruz, or 4 was it Josh Warrington? Recent past. Let's see who got this one. Remember to refresh your computer or your phone. This way we ensure a even C on the internet. Leo Santa Cruz, the correct answer. Sliding counter. First man on the button. As we move along. See, this is question 32, but we're actually in the 4th round. This is like the 21st century is in the 2000s. So weird, huh? Which country has produced the most recognized featherweight champions with 21? 1 is it the United States, 2 is it the United Kingdom, 3 is it the Philippines, or 4 is it Mexico? Who's produced the most? Which one? USA all the way, right? The correct answer is USA. Everybody got this one right too. Thomas, the first one on the button. What was the first name of super featherweight champ Rocky Lockridge? 1 was his name Samuel, 2 was it Robert, 3 was it Rick, or 4 was it Antonio? Rocky Lockridge, one of my favorite fighters back in the 80s, man. I think his picture's probably on my jacket. But tough, man. If you go watch his knockout of Roger Mayweather if you haven't seen it. It's one of the most amazing knockouts in boxing history. But time zone. What was his first name? And I didn't know this till I put this together. Rick. Boz knew it. Jose Diaz knew it. Everybody knew it, man. Sliding counter knew it. Wheelchair John knew it. Aguilar knew it. And 2 more. Rocky Lockridge, though, man. He was from Washington State. This featherweight legend retired and came back 6 years later at 42 years old, going 9 wins, 1 losses before finally retiring with a 229, 11, and 1 record. 1 is it Willie Pep, 2 Sandy Sadler, 3 Raymond Famechon, 4 Henry Armstrong. Which one was it, man? We've been talking about him all freaking show, so this should be an easy one. He retired for 6 years, man, and came back at 42, winning 9 and losing 1 before retiring with a final record. Amazing, 229 wins. Isn't that just something that we'll never see again? But crazy ass, Willie Pep. Go see the movie. That's why I call him crazy ass. He was a hustler all his life. The streets of Hartford, man. Who was the first featherweight champion under the WBO sanctioning body? Was it Steve Robinson, 2 Mauricio Stecker, 3 Kirkland Lang, or 4 Colin McMillan? The first WBO featherweight champion.
Oh, I'm lonesome. Yes, it's strange if you won't share Your love with me. Yes, a heartache
Maurizio Stecker. Thomas, first man on that one.
to love someone.
I remember the strain that I ordered today. It should be here before Friday. UPS, they say Friday, that they say it today, but they just got it. And usually blows my mind. They're here like a day before most of the time. Who did Danny Little Red Lopez win his WBC featherweight title from? Let me get some water. My throat's drying out over here. And we talked about this one earlier too. In 1976, traveling to his opponent's native country. One was it Wilfredo Gomez, two David Cote, three Bazooka Limon, or four Alexis Aguayo.
A shame if you won't share your love with me. And I can't.
Oh yeah, you can order weed online. Yes,
Oh, no.
I'll drop the sites for you, man. I've been doing it for a couple of years now. Best deal going, man. David the Poison Man Cote from Guyana, South Africa. From Guyana, Africa. Sorry about that, man. But yes, David the Poison Cote. And Boz, first man on the action in that one, man. Who won Olympic gold before turning pro as a featherweight in 2016? One was it Shakur Stevenson, two Robinson Consencio, three Luke Campbell, or four Joe Cordina. Oh, I got a couple of great connections, man. I don't even order it online. I call them right up, man. Boom, boom. I got the freaking thing in my email. I give them my credit card number. Done deal. 3 days later, it's here. I highly would recommend it. It's called Bay Smokes. Then there's another one I go to too. It's called bulkweed.us. Nobody got this one, man. Shakur, baby, Shakur. Wow. Which featherweight was nicknamed the Flushing Flash? Featherweight nicknamed the Flushing Flash. A lot of fucking fucks and fucking F's in there, man. One was it Tom Johnson. Two was it Kevin Kelly. Three was it Kennedy McKinney. Or four was it Johnny Tapia. This cat on guitar, his name is Chris Atkins. He milks that fucking guitar. From New Orleans, he teaches at Tulane. And he's one of the best out there, man. A Flushing Flash. I've seen him on a bunch of shows. His name is Kevin Kelly out of Flushing, New York. Very cool dude. Former featherweight champion. Moving right along in the fourth round here. Who was the first boxer to stop Johnny Tapia? Ni Vida Loco at featherweight. One was it Paulie Ayala. Two was it Marco Antonio Barrera. Three was it Manuel Medina. Or four was it Eric Morales.
To love someone. Even said, oh, later on.
Oh, he didn't? Sorry, man. Well, Olympic medal. How about that, Thomas? We'll have to go back and fix that one. I need a fact checker like you in here, also, man. Appreciate that. Thank you. Marco Antonio Barrera. That one's right, though. Stopping Johnny Tapia at featherweight. The first fighter. I mean, Johnny Tapia. See, I wish Skywalker was a little older because he would have been able to talk to Johnny Tapia. Johnny Tapia was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Skywalker's out there. And Skywalker has a calming effect on people. So that's why you're watching Johnny Tapia's career crumble on HBO. Just mind, very very sad. But what a fighter! Wilfredo Gomez won his featherweight title against who? One was it Tony Lopez, two was it Tom Johnson, three was it Juan Manuel Marquez, or four was it Juan Laporte? Wilfredo Gomez, talk about a fighter who had no respect for his opponent. He used to spit on guys after he knocked him out. He was freaking crazy, but unbelievable knockout power with both hands. And who did he knock out to win his featherweight title? Or who did he defeat? I don't know if he knocked him out. As he moved up in weight, his power diminished slightly. But in those younger weights, man, Juan Laporte. Another fighter that I liked, and you see Juan Laporte a lot too, man. You'll catch him every once in a while on a talk show, on a podcast. Well, he was one of my favorites back then too, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't out of tune.
Pause this game at the 10 spot here. Get up that leaderboard. And let's see what's going on here, man. Man, Boz is still on top with 35. Well, we got them 3 cats up there. They're all tied. Wheelchair John is just 1 behind, and Thomas is only 2 behind. We still have what? We got 10 questions to go, the home stretch. Sliding counter, living high up there. Trey got in late. See what happens, man. The thing is, man, if you come in late, see, people, they come and they go. But around here, they like to stick around. So once they're in first place, it ain't like they go and nod off or something. It's, let me go watch some of the other crazy shows and come back here later. They stick around. I get my average viewer attention on here is crazy. Mostly when you get them, you're like, people we have short attention spans. 20 minutes, 25 minutes, most people move on. That's why those shorts are so popular. I put out these shorts, I get like 2,000, 3,000 views in a day. Leave them up there. Some of them have 20,000 views. One I put up there about Sugar Ray Robinson and Jake LaMotta. That's in the fucking close to 30,000 views out there. It's crazy. But anyway, man, I forgot what I was saying. But we are going into the bottom over here. Aguilera Boxing. He's a tough one up there, man. Jose Diaz. Neo Bars. It's going to be tough. And then Wheelchair John, if any of you guys get one wrong, he's right there. I don't know, Thomas. You'd be a good spoiler here. Get your finger on that button in first place. Maybe you can switch that order up there. But we see. Here we go, man. Let's get to question number 41. Get this shit show done. I'm sure you got tons of things to do. Who was the WBA featherweight champion before being stopped by Manny Pacquiao in 2003? One was it Oscar Larios, 2 Marco Antonio Barrera, 3 Juan Manuel Marquez, or 4 Eric Morales. Who did Pacquiao win the WBA featherweight title from in 2003? Let it shine, let it shine. The correct answer on this one, Marco Antonio Barrera. We got bars on that one. We'll see if this shakes it up. These answers could shake it up, man. Which boxer held the WBO featherweight title from 2014 to 2016? One was it Vasily Lomachenko, two was it Sergey Boychuk, three was it Alexander Usyk, or four was it Denis Beranchyk? I don't know. Wow, I must have been high on this one. But anyway, man, this is a gimme here. It won't change the places. Who did he defeat to win that vacant title? One was it Roman Martinez, two was it Orlando Salido, three was it Jose Pedraza, or four was it Gary Russell Jr.? This was a disputed victory, if we recall. Gary Russell Jr. Sliding counter, first man on the button. Which boxer won the vacant IBF featherweight title in 2015 against Evgeny Gravazovich? One was it Lee Shelby, two was it Kid Galahad, three was it Josh Warrington, or four Carl Frampton? I hear you, Jose. Get them buttons in there quick, man. That Bob's, I think he's on one of those super Eastern European computers that we see up here. Joe was going to come in earlier. He came in and said he couldn't come in. You'll see him next week. He's on a vacation, some kind of pilgrimage, probably drying out somewhere. Lee Selby, 100% on this one. Blasting right into the home stretch. Who dethroned Lee Selby to become the IBF featherweight champ in 2018? One was it Oscar Valdez, two Leo Santa Cruz, three Kid Galahad, or four Josh Warrington?
You got to move. You got to move. You got
Josh
to move.
Warrington. Thomas was the only correct answer on that one.
You in the know.
What version of the belt did Shushu Carrington win last Saturday night against Carlos Castro? One, the WBO, two, the WBC, three, the WBA, or four, the IBF?
Most likely these days before we went along. Yeah, baby, you gotta move. Wow, wow, wow. Down, wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow.
WBC.
Wow, 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 wow.
The first man on that one was Thomas from the Bronx. Next question. WBA featherweight champ Nick Ball defends his title this weekend against who? Did we do this one already? I'm not sure. 1. Robeisy Ramirez. 2. Alberto Lopez. 3. Brandon Figueroa. Or 4. Angelo Rio. I might have skipped a couple in there, but might have mixed a couple in there. Not by intention. Yeah, sorry about that, man. Blame it on this herb. The correct answer on this one, of course, is Brandon Figueroa. And everybody will get this one right. I hope. If you weren't listening, but then again, we don't get too many newbies that come in here. They're afraid to, from what I understand. See, everywhere I go, they all know what we do over here on a Tuesday night, but they watch in the wings and do not play the game. Don't even dare, because once they do, that's it, man. They're blown in public. See, go get a new freaking, make a new account and come in. After the untimely death of Salvador Sanchez, the WBC designated Juan Laporte to fight for the vacant title. Who did Laporte defeat to win the WBC championship? 1. Was it Ruben Castillo? 2. Was it Ruben Castillo? 3. Was it Mario Miranda? Or 4. Was it Johnny De La Rosa? Thomas knew this one. Mario Miranda. Question number 49. Yeah, well, 1 and 2, either one of them, they were both wrong, so it didn't matter. Which fighter was killed in the ring defending his World Featherweight Championship? 1. Was it Vincent Saldivar? 2. Was it Hogan Kid Bassett? 3. Was it Edo Jaffe? Or 4. Was it Davey Moore? Yeah, Thomas knows. I don't know if Thomas was there from the beginning, but man, he's definitely knows his shit in here. Maybe he took a little break in the middle, gave you top 3 as a break here, but Thomas is right on in this game. Bob Dylan wrote a song about him. Boz, the first man on that one, Davey Moore. And this is the last question. As Subido Pedrosa made 19 defenses of his WBA featherweight title, who held him to a draw during that reign? 1. Was it Rocky Lockridge? 2. Was it Patrick Ford? 3. Was it Jose Caba? Or 4. Was it Bernard Taylor? And this was I watched this fight on CBS Sports Spectacular. I remember it well. The man who had 19 defenses, one of them was a draw. Who was it against? Thomas. Bernard Taylor, the BT Express. Yep, he went to Panama. Yes, that's right. Wow, what do you mean, what's wrong? You'll have to type it out. But anyway, Bernard Taylor. It was the right answer, man. That's for sure. What's wrong, Boz? What's wrong? No. Yeah, Rocky Lockridge was wrong. Rocky Lockridge went there and fought him to a real close fight. In fact, they had a rematch. He fought Lockridge twice. But Bernard Taylor. It was a draw. Okay. I don't want to have a heart attack there, boss. I was gonna say, I know I got a couple of them in here that we fucked up on, like the gold medal, but you must understand that's an Olympic medal. I could have silver medal. Made the mistake. No harm done though. Nobody got that one right, so it didn't change any of the places whatsoever. But anyway, look what we got here. We got a two-way tie for first place with fucking Aguilar and Neo Bars. Dual champions here. Dual champions. Then Thomas snuck up out of nowhere. Him and Jose Diaz tied for second place. I don't know why Thomas got bumped in the first. Maybe it was those first place answers you got there, Thomas. And Jose got them fat fingers on that little phone, man. That split second, I think it's all that it takes, man. Well, I don't even care, Thomas. This is the funniest game I've ever played, man. I get such a kick out of doing this. And the thing is, people expect me to do it even though there's only about 20 people or so that come and watch it. They expect me to do it, and then I get the views later on in the week. People are like, "Oh shit, I didn't know." And I'm like, "What do you mean you didn't know? It's every fucking Tuesday at 7:00, and we're here." And look at that, man. We got Neo Bars came in. We close, yeah. Mardi Gras is like next week or something, isn't it, man? Fat Tuesday, then Mardi Gras. That's when they go nuts at this bar, man. In fact, I got these guys are on break now. No more break. Get on and play some tunes here while there we go. Take us out. Take me out with some good New Orleans funk here. But man, all you cats, I appreciate you cats coming in and playing this game. Otherwise, I'd be playing with myself. And I've already gone, I'm blind enough, so help me. Another Tuesday, come and gone, man. Boz, I think that's Boz's second or third, man. Boz is a historian, man. Boz, he's not only a historian, but he follows today's boxing. Like, I mean, he's watching American boxing. He's staying up till 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know how he does it. No wonder you always look like you're beat, Boz. Fucking keeping track of us fighting. But see, now they're kind of pulling it on us. They're getting a lot of fights in Japan. And watching the Ring awards the other night, a lot of the top rounds of the year, fighters of the year, these are like Japanese fighters. So if you're not up early in the morning on the East Coast, like me and Thomas, man, 6 o'clock or shit like that to catch these fights, that's going to be a little bit too much, man. Not really, though. If we're diehard, dying-the-world boxing fans, we'll adapt. Hey, Mike, my brother. Were you playing the game? I didn't even see you in here, bro. Thank you so much for stopping by, brother. I really appreciate seeing you. Anybody new, man? See, I'm getting a lot of new subs. I think I'm getting them from my shorts, though. But I want to get them to come in and play this game with us, man, Tuesday night. I see more people in here. I get more of a charge out of it. I go deeper and deeper into my Ring Bible of Boxing, man. I got volumes and volumes. We can pull out questions. We can make it easy or we can make it hard, any way you want. But anyway, man, we got the Super Bowl coming. Once again, I am a Patriots fan. Robert Kraft, he's seen the light. Robert Kraft is all right. I kind of wasn't a Patriots fan for a while, but then again, I kind of am now. The Super Bowl, go Pats, go Pats. I should have worn my Patriots sweatshirt and hat tonight. But we got time. That's next Sunday. We got some great fights coming up this weekend. Hey, Derek Bailey, man. Salute my brother. What do we got coming up this Sunday, man? Ball and Figueroa, Saturday afternoon. See, these are kind of fights, man. I like them in the afternoon, especially now. It's so cold. You can't go anywhere anyway. Yeah, that fucking quarterback. I don't know where he came from, man. He's got a crazy name. I forget his name already. My mind is kind of fried now. But I could really care less who wins, man. I want to see a kick-ass game, a real close game. Remember when they played the Patriots? They played Seattle about was it 7 or 8 years ago? What was that dude's name? Was it Butler? He made that unbelievable interception at the goal line, and the Patriots won it by like fucking 2 or 3 points. Hey, blood boxing, my brother. Salute, man. Hey, Thomas was kicking ass here tonight, blood. You would have dug it, man. It would have been a good competition for you. Boz kicked ass, man. Boz from Bosnia. He knew his shit. He always does. He's won it several times. But anyway, blood. I salute you with my water out of my blood boxing tumbler, which I use on a daily basis. Malcolm Butler. There we go. There we go, Thomas. You remember that one. But, man, we did the thing. I don't want to stand here too much longer. We have a very short attention span. We keep it as short and brief as possible. Good one tonight. Next Tuesday, don't forget, man, tell all your friends about it. Your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster, Bruce Cass. He's doing live trivia. I'm out of here, man. Salute everybody.